think the most difficult thing about understanding the managed service provider space is the fact that there's really no barrier to entry. Anybody can hang out their shingle and call themselves a managed service provider, can put a website out and can make it look like they're much more than they really are. The real question is, what experience do they have delivering what you're needing to be delivered? And are they capable of doing that, or are they going to experiment on you? Are they trying to sell you what they can deliver, or are they understanding what you need? I think what differentiates TBC, we tend to think of ourselves as more of a managed services partner than a managed services provider, primarily because we look for opportunities to tailor our services and to maximize the delivery of what we are contracted for. Very often we find that the typical managed services provider in today's world is looking for minimum contract compliance versus maximum value that can be achieved and delivered based on the contract. I think an important consideration when picking a managed services provider is also their capability to adhere to certain standards. TB Consulting has spent a number of years now being SOC 2 compliant and continues to seek more certifications, more capabilities, is pursuing things to support clients not only for the US standards but now for European GDPR. The reality is managed service providers are going to have to help clients navigate some of those capabilities and certifications and help them upgrade their security stance and their capabilities as they will be regulated in the future. So every IT organization has the proverbial whiteboard with lots of tasks. The approach that TBC takes is to look for themes, and those might be scalability, resilience, and we look for opportunities to take a meaningful amount of that whiteboard and develop deliverables for that. So while we don't look to solve everything on the whiteboard, we look to take enough off the whiteboard for the IT organization to be able to focus on the remaining items. TBC specializes in delivering what we consider the mundane. We do the mundane exceptionally. The things that drag a typical IT organization into the depths of repetitive work and distracts them from what makes the organization move forward is what we concentrate on. And those are the things, patching of machines, keeping the network optimized, thinking about disaster recovery and backups. Very often an IT organization is distracted because they're busy doing that KTLO, the keep the lights on work, and they're moving forward with that at the cost of getting the things done that really will make the business more money, and whether or not that's an ERP implementation, maybe a new acquisition that they have to integrate. So the focus is really about having a partner that takes the day-to-day things off somebody's plate so the IT organization can become much more strategic. For TBC, it's important to highlight the fact that we operate our own infrastructure. We've gone through the pains of not having a complete view of our inventory and getting good asset management in place. That has shown us the importance of that as a foundation for any IT organization. We have developed, built out, scaled, and maintained a hybrid cloud environment across data centers in the United States and now Europe. The complexity of that has helped us to develop runbooks and capabilities to help our clients who have equally complex requirements and have a need for an experienced provider and not somebody who is learning as they experiment on your infrastructure. I believe most organizations are faced with the same issue. They're trying to cover 24/7 operations and, quite honestly, 24/7 security monitoring. And they're trying to piece this together without expending the necessary expense to truly make it 24/7. It's quite honestly unrealistic for all but maybe the Fortune 100 to have their own 24/7 operations center or a 24/7 security center. You can absolutely build that, but it is, I believe, economically not as cost effective as finding a good partner who already has that infrastructure where you can fractionally consume not only those services, but the best practices that come out of delivering that to many different clients in many different scenarios, and having faced a number of different situations that allow the sharing of best practices. Many managed service providers take a very franchised approach to handling of clients. That means that they're trying to automate where they can. They're trying to push people to a call center. I think TBC has always taken a much different approach. We take a white glove treatment approach. We look at tailoring our services. We keep all of our operations and support in the United States. We've never offshored our support services. We make sure that our technical personnel understand what is important to the client, what drives the client's profitability and revenue growth, and what will make them more effective in the marketplace, so that we can understand how to provide insight and help towards their growth. At TBC, we really create that space for them to stay focused on digital transformation, knowing full well that all the day-to-day things are fully taken care of.